A group of 5 friends, Emily, Mark, Sarah, Alex, and Jessica, had always been fascinated by urban legends and tales of the supernatural. Their curiosity led them to the Forbidden Forest, a place shrouded in mystery and known for its dark reputation. Over the years, numerous stories had circulated about people who ventured into the forest and never returned. Undeterred by the warnings, the group gathered their camping gear and set off on an adventure. The sky above was already tinged with shades of crimson as they entered the dense woods. Tall, ancient trees loomed overhead, their branches forming an eerie canopy that blocked out the fading daylight. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the atmosphere grew heavy with an unsettling stillness. The air felt charged with an unseen presence, and the whispers of the wind carried an otherworldly chill. Their footsteps were muffled by a thick carpet of fallen leaves, adding to the sense of isolation. Nightfall crept upon them faster than expected, casting an impenetrable darkness over the forest. They set up camp, their flickering campfire the only source of illumination amidst the black expanse. Shadows danced and flickered, seeming to take on eerie shapes that stirred their imagination. Sarah shivered, pulling her jacket closer. "Does anyone else feel like we're being watched?" she asked, her voice quivering. The others exchanged glances, each silently acknowledging the same unsettling sensation. Mark, always the skeptic, scoffed. "It's just your imagination playing tricks on you. We're in a creepy forest, after all." As they settled around the campfire, exchanging stories and nervous laughter, a peculiar sound caught their attention. A soft rustling, like footsteps on dried leaves, echoed from the surrounding darkness. Their laughter subsided, replaced by apprehension. Emily whispered, her voice barely audible, "Did you hear that?" The rustling grew louder, closer. Panic rippled through the group as they instinctively huddled together, their eyes scanning the shadows. Their flashlights revealed nothing but twisted tree trunks and tangled undergrowth. A low, guttural growl emanated from the darkness, freezing them in place. Fear gripped their hearts as they realized they were not alone. A pair of glowing, amber eyes materialized, peering at them through the gloom. The unseen entity revealed itself, a shadowy figure with elongated limbs and razor-sharp claws. Without a moment's hesitation, they scrambled to their feet, scrambling to escape the clutches of the creature. But the forest seemed to conspire against them, twisting paths and closing in around them like a maze. Desperation fueled their every step, yet the entity was relentless, its presence growing ever closer. Sarah stumbled and fell, crying out in pain. Alex turned back to help her, but the entity was upon them. Its shadowy form engulfed Alex, dragging him into the depths of the forest with a bone-chilling howl. The remaining friends raced forward, their hearts pounding in their chests. As they stumbled upon a small clearing, hope flickered in their eyes. In the center stood an ancient stone altar, covered in moss and ivy, emanating an ominous aura. With no other options, they approached the altar, their trembling hands reaching out to touch its surface. As their fingers made contact, an intense surge of energy coursed through their bodies. Visions flooded their minds, revealing the forest's dark secret. Long ago, an ancient curse had befallen the forest, transforming a once human soul into the malevolent entity that now stalked its depths. The forest fed on the fear and despair of those who dared trespass, trapping their souls within its shadowy embrace. Driven by desperation and armed with this newfound knowledge, the remaining friends channeled their collective strength and resolve. They vowed to break the cycle of darkness and free both themselves and the trapped souls within the forest's clutches. With trembling hands, they produced a talisman they had brought along, an artifact said to have the power to sever the curse. They placed it carefully on the altar, reciting ancient incantations they had uncovered during their research. As their words echoed through the clearing, the forest seemed to respond. The air crackled with energy, and a gust of wind swept through, extinguishing their flickering campfire. The shadows around them swirled and danced, as if acknowledging their plea for redemption. Suddenly, the entity materialized before them, its form contorted and writhing. The amber eyes now glowed with a mixture of fury and desperation. It let out a primal roar, its voice a cacophony of torment and anger. But the friends stood their ground, their collective willpower bolstered by their newfound understanding. They pleaded with the entity, offering it compassion and empathy instead of fear. They acknowledged its pain and suffering, assuring it that they sought not to destroy, but to break the cycle of darkness that ensnared both the forest and its victims. A moment of tension hung in the air, and the entity seemed to waver. Slowly, its form began to dissipate, tendrils of darkness fading into the night. The forest itself seemed to sigh in relief, the oppressive aura lifting, and the shadows retreating. As the darkness dissipated, a soft glow emerged from within the forest, casting a gentle light upon the clearing. The trapped souls, long held captive by the curse, appeared before the friends, their ethereal forms shimmering with gratitude. With tears in their eyes, the friends watched as the souls drifted away, finally finding their release and moving on to a place of peace. The forest, once a place of fear and torment, transformed into one of quiet serenity. In the aftermath of their ordeal, the friends emerged from the forest, forever changed by their encounter. They carried with them a profound respect for the supernatural and an understanding of the delicate balance between light and darkness. Word of their journey spread, and the forbidden forest became a cautionary tale for future generations. Some dismissed it as mere folklore, while others believed in the power of redemption and the importance of approaching the unknown with compassion. The group of friends remained bonded by their shared experience, forever carrying the memory of their encounter with the shadowy entity. They became advocates for understanding and empathy, spreading their message through books and lectures, hoping to prevent others from falling victim to the same darkness. And so, the shadowed path through the forbidden forest served as a reminder of the depths of the human spirit, capable of facing even the most terrifying of challenges. It stood as a testament to the power of compassion and the potential for redemption, even within the darkest of realms.